You guys want to hate on the Today Show for a little while?
Yeah.
Let's do.
I do, because I really, it was shocking to see it all put together in one fell swoop, which when it's all put together, you're like, wow, I had no idea. Because you would think that liberal media bias is a modern thing, like a modern invention, that we're just learning that the media is liberally biased. But this has been going on a long time. And no more is that more evident than when you put together a history of the Today Show, the way the Media Research Center, the guys who run Newsbusters, did. So I appreciate them putting this together. It's the Today Show's 65th anniversary or whatever. And I remember Dave Garroway was the initial guy on the Today Show. Anyway, they put together a retrospective of the Today Show, but it was more in the line of, look how biased this show has been throughout its history. Now, back in the day when Brokaw and Jane Pauley were on, they didn't have any evidence that, and obviously tape's a little harder to find because he's a little older, but like Jane Pauley, who I really liked, I still don't even know where she stands on things. You know, she's pretty much very even-handed, and I always liked Jane Pauley a lot. But, and Deborah Norville for that matter too. But ultimately what happened is it was polluted by the likes of Matt Lauer, who is a left-wing crazy when you watch all of his videos. Savannah Guthrie, who is even worse, and Bryant Gumbel, who is the absolute worst. This guy is an angry, bitter, left-wing kook, and he's been that way since he's been on the air. So we could just run through the history here, and we'll start with Matt Lauer. So Matt Lauer is interviewing Al Gore in 2006. Listen to how permanent his lips are attached to Al Gore's butt here. I mean, unbelievable.
From your point of view, if you were to run for president, you could take this issue to the next level, even just during a campaign. And if you were fortunate enough to win the presidency, you'd sit in the most powerful office in the free world with a real chance to you could be in a position to save the planet without putting too much emphasis on it. Wouldn't that be enough of a reason to run for president?
Even Al Gore is embarrassed at what a suck-up Matt Lauer is over this climate change thing. 2008, Matt Lauer with Barack Obama.
This idea that you are the one, Oprah's words.
Or that one.
Yeah, that one's John McCain's words. People have called you the savior, the messiah, the messenger of change. The expectations have been raised to such a level. Some people say you're partly responsible because of your confident attitude. If you are, as you just say, lucky enough to be elected the next president, are you going to have to consciously manage expectations during the first several months of your administration?
This is unbelievable. You never even, when you look at how the media is currently treating Donald Trump, you can't even imagine. It's like yesterday when I played you what was your most enchanting moment in your first 100 days by that one guy? I mean, you're never even going to imagine it, the way them treating Donald Trump that way. Lauer then, here's one where he's interviewing Chuck Schumer. Check this out.
And when you look at some of the things the Tea Party and others on the far right are asking for, no funding for Planned Parenthood, no funding for climate control, public broadcasting, does it seem to you, Senator, that this is less about a fiscal debate or an economic policy debate, and they are making an ideological stand here?
That's exactly right, Matt. You hit the nail on it.
I couldn't have said it better myself, Matt Lauer, from Chuck Schumer. I mean, it's embarrassing. Then you go on to the Bryant Gumbel bit. This is and keep in mind, listen to this cut number one here. Listen to how he uses the term many observers say. And whenever you hear a journalist saying many observers, it usually means it's either him or someone in his newsroom who said it at one of their goofball meetings where they're crafting their biased newscast. So when they say many observers, that's what that means. That's just the weakest, laziest way to do journalism. I noticed the new one nowadays is so-and-so suggests that. You hear a lot with it's something Shepard Smith, who's a liberal tool on Fox, uses a lot. So-and-so suggests so-and-so. It gives them plausible deniability because suggests is simply really a word that they're adding so that they can add their editorial opinion. So so-and-so, they're doing this, suggesting that blah, 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 and really that's their point of view about it. There's a lot of word games that journalists play that you need to know about, but many observers is one of them. Here you go.
The bombing in Oklahoma City has focused renewed attention on the rhetoric that's been coming from the right and those who cater to angry white men. While no one's suggesting that right-wing radio jocks approve of violence, the extent to which their approach fosters violence is being questioned by many observers, including the President of the United States.
Yeah, right. That's on the Today Show. Did you know that? That was on the Today Show? So this idea somehow that liberal bias is some kind of modern invention, even I was shocked to see all of these clips in one place.
So many.
Yes.
So many.
And you realize this has been going on for decades now. Or at least the last couple of decades, let's put it that way. And it wasn't as noticeable, I guess, in the old days, but in looking at these clips, you're thinking, wow, yeah, you're right. Here's one where Katie Couric, they opened the show. This is 1999. This is Katie Couric. Listen to this.
Good morning. The Gipper was an airhead. That's one of the conclusions of a new biography of Ronald Reagan that's drawing a tremendous amount of interest and fire today, Monday, September the 27th, 1999.
Unbelievable. The Gipper was an airhead? I mean, they would never describe any Democrat politician in that fashion. Never. Let's see, but I'm trying to. I have so many to choose from. Meredith Vieira. This is her with Obama in 2006 before he ran. Now, keep in mind, by the way, and he was a senator. The people who are the interviewees are embarrassed by how kiss-uppy these people are. I mean, you look at them. I mean, from Al Gore to Obama to, I mean. Man.
You know, you are the equivalent of a rock star in politics. Many people afterwards, they weren't sure how to pronounce your name, but they were moved by you. People were crying. You tapped into something. You touched people. What did you tap into that was missing? If your party says to you, we need you, and there's already a drumbeat out there, will you respond?
Can you imagine Meredith Vieira or any of these guys talking to a Republican in that fashion? Any Republican. Anyone. You'd never be able to.
No.
It would never happen. What else? I have a lot here. Oh, Savannah Guthrie, 2016. This is cut number 10.
Hillary Clinton says that Trump is the most dangerous candidate ever to run for president. On this very specific issue, do you personally find it frightening, the prospect of him having the nuclear codes?
Well, as a matter of fact, Meredith, I do. That's interviewing Obama. It's like, that's unbelievable. They had one where, this is Katie Couric in 1992 with Hillary. This is cut number 12. Yeah.
Do you think the American people are ready for a first lady who is that involved at a policy-making level in the White House? Some people say some not so flattering things about you. They say you're the power behind the throne, overly ambitious. Yeah. What's your reaction to comments such as those?
I mean, it's look at these clips. We'll put on the electric stove for you. Thank you, Newsbusters, for compiling this gallery of bias just from one show, the Today Show.